Hey guys, it's Tessan Anderson, your MGI Allstar representative for Myanmar. I know that a lot of you guys have been waiting to see how my experience was and hear my stories and my thoughts about things. So here I am doing this little mini podcast, and I think I'll just tell you guys about my experience, and we'll end it off with questions and answers that I asked you guys in Instagram and TikTok. I have my producer here with me, and he will be asking me questions to help me speed up this little process.
Okay, so why did you sign up?
I signed up. Oh, there was actually a lot of reasons. First of all, there was a lot of my fans that wanted me to go for other pageants, but there was things that didn't really align. First of all, my age limit. There's like a lot of age limit in a lot of pageants, and I didn't really see myself fitting in other pageants since I'd done Miss Universe. My Miss Universe is like the most prestigious one. So to pick another pageant was really hard. So when MGI Allstar popped up, it was a pageant for previous Miss Universe contestants and other contestants on a really high international level. So I just thought, like, why not? I did speak about it with my national director, Soyue, and she told me, like, if you really want to go for this competition, then do it. Just let me know next day. So the next day I called her and I told her, okay, you know what? Let's just do this. And she was like, so in the beginning, I knew that a lot of people, they weren't really happy with it because no one really knew what MGI All-Star was. It's the first edition. There was not a lot of contestants. I remember when I signed up, we were like 12. But in the end, it became more and more well-known people got into it. So the competition got harder the longer it went with the people that signed up for it.
How's it been since?
It's been very chill since. I I cried really. I really properly cried after the competition once. I just let it all out, and I think at Miss Universe, I cried right when I got cut down from the top 30. Because there, I tried so hard and I had such high hopes for myself. And for Myanmar, I really thought that I did deliver well. But I feel there was some type of favoritism in Miss Universe, and there's a lot of parts that's lacking that was lacking there. I think there was too many contestants for Miss Universe for the staff to be able to handle and be able to give them proper time and I think it was hard for everyone there. Here, I like that they were like very transparent with the production. They had the point system, and I mean, there's always parts where the production can improve in. But I think they did a phenomenal job. Fine, the system broke down in the end for the last points, and
Yeah, but what do you think of? I know there's a lot of issues with producers or the judges. What did you think about that?
and yes, I think that's maybe a part where they can improve in. I find there was a lot of girls that I think didn't get the recognition they deserved behind this. And
Behind the scenes.
yeah, behind the scenes, I thought there were some great girls had a great performance, but maybe not got highlight on them. But the world is unfair. We just gotta be accepting of that. We gotta find other ways to get them attention. Otherwise,
Okay.
I think the production was like really good.
So what girls stood out to you behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes. Well, I really like Priscilla. Priscilla, she was representing Colombia. She had a really easy time speaking with people. She was always happy. It did not look like she has negative vibes of her and comparing herself with others. Seemed very content with herself, and I think anyone could go up to her and talk with her, and it's easy to connect with her. Well, my roommate Minnie, I think that she's a great person. She creates joy around her. She takes care of people a lot, and as she know herself, that she said that she doesn't fit the beauty standard of a pageant queen, but also like who sets these standards for a pageant queen. She was one of the contestants that got last when it came to the point system, and
Well, the judges in this case and the what, right? The MGI, they would set it. So like, what do you think the beauty standards is for MGI, given this is the first one?
Well, the first one, they all seemed tall. The majority of the girls were very, very tall. And I think that the girls that weren't tall, they really needed to fight for their spot. They really needed to earn their spot. And yes, I mean, they were also great performers, the girls that were in the top. But I felt there was a lot that was left behind. And I think it has also to do with the point system that was on the first prelim one and then the prelim two, because the point system was also not set. First, it was 1 to 10, and then they changed it from 5 to 10 only because it was kind of brutal. Some contestants got just one.
You're talking about Omar.
Yes, and not only Omar, there was some other judge that gave one as well. And I know that my roommate Minnie, she got one, and she was very, very sad. She thought that that was not fair to her, because she did take off all of her makeup, and I find her very beautiful without makeup. I almost think that she's more pretty without makeup than with makeup. And I know that that was really, really hard for her. And I remember when I came into the room that she was crying. She was talking on live, and I went and hugged her, and I said, only because you don't fit some certain people's beauty standard doesn't mean that you should accept that and put yourself down to it. There's no one that can set a number on you. You have an amazing personality, and already people are seeing it. And if one door closes, other doors will open for you. Maybe it's not this competition that where you will win, but maybe you'll win in other ways. And you know what? Just like within a day, she got so many new followers on her TikTok. She had over 8,000 viewers every time she opened her live, and that is more than the MGI live. When they, like the official MGI live, they had a few thousand sometimes, but she just opened her live and she would have thousands of viewers. So I told her, this is literally the door that opened for you. People saw you for who you are and how you acted for this issue that came to you. She acted very but brave. First of all, she went up on stage and she went like, no, 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 no ones to
Yeah,
Omar, and he stood up and like did this. So she dared to stand up for herself, and she spoke with the people about it without creating this big drama, which
Yeah.
she could have done. She handled it very well, and I think that's also qualities of like a real queen. It's an inspiration to people on how you handle feeling bullied, handle negative comments, and I think she's a great representation for Laos. So, yeah, well, and also the one that really stood up for her during those times was actually Mr. Nawat. He stood up and he's the one that said, we cannot allow this point system 1 to 10 because people will sit ones. And so he changed it from a system where it's 5 to 10.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
I think it's great that he actually takes issues seriously and that he acts on it directly instead of saying, oh, we'll do this in the next competition, that he looked at it and he said, no, we're just going to change this right now. He's fast at acting, and I think that's good.
So, what beyond what he did with the judges, like, you know, I know he had a conversation with you personally, and well, how did he treat you?
Oh, he was great to me. He was very nice, very kind. I didn't really get to talk with him too much one-on-one. We said hello to each other, and I think he really liked my performance, and he told me that he wanted me to go for Miss Grand again. But yeah, we'll see about that.
A lot of people want you to go to Miss Grand.
Yes, it takes so much to do pageantry. It's not just the effort. I have been practicing and planning for 6 months, and you need to give up so much of your private time and money, and there's just so much preparations you need to do. If you're doing this, you don't have time for anything else. I saw some of the girls during the competition that they did the competition. They did everything they needed to do, but they looked super tired because there were some girls that had their own businesses, and I saw they were doing phone calls. They had businesses running in their home countries where there's time difference, so they needed to get up 3 in the morning and do the meetings. And I really admire them, and I think it's really tough and cool that they can do it. I don't think I could because I really want to put my all in this.
Well, so like, you made top 18,
Yeah.
and you know, what does it take, do you think now, to win, to go top 10 or top 3 even, or to actually win MGI? What do you think the difference is between some of those top girls and everyone else?
Well, I think it starts from the day you arrive. The chaperones, they do take notes on you and they talk with each other a lot. So it was 70% came from the judges and 30% comes from votes. So even though we say you have a lot of money and you put in so much in votes, if you don't have the judges' support and the chaperones' support, you won't get that far. You need to behave all the time and you need to show your best. You need to show that you are disciplined, proper, speak well, eloquently, and perform well. Even though even though it says prelim one, oh, we have a second chance. Prelim one's the points, and then prelim two counts the points too. So you just gotta perform 110% from start until end.
What do you think about Vietnam? Because she definitely had a lot of votes, and she got top 3. Like, maybe we could talk about her. Let's talk about top 3. Like, what do you think about the finalists, the top 3 finalists?
I think Vanessa is a worthy winner. I never saw her being like all over the place. She was always very put together and proper. She had a great team that helped her. They were always there behind her. And I think Vietnam had also they had a huge team. There's so much Vietnamese people always in the hallway screaming and shouting, supporting her. I loved seeing that. And
Yeah, they were supporting you too.
yeah. Since I know some of her best friends, the guys are helped arrange everything. When they visited Thailand, me and Nana, we went around with them some. So when they saw me, they supported me, which is really sweet of them. I don't know too much about it, but yeah, we didn't get to talk too much. She do like
First runner up.
Oh, yes. She has an amazing performance. She speaks really, really, really well, and she's trained very well. But I don't know too much about her. I think I know a little more about Miss Vietnam since we have similar friends.
But you saw her on stage and how she performed, her walks and
Yeah, she's
speeches.
very in connect with the camera, and I really like Vietnam's performance as well. She knows exactly where like the camera is. She's always performing in Vietnam in front in TV, and she really knows where the camera is. I would ask her, I'm like, do you know where the camera is gonna start? She knows exactly which second the camera will start filming as well. It's very impressive.
Were there any of the challenges that stood out to you, that you really appreciated?
I have like a hate love for the bare face challenge. I like that we could show our real faces without makeup because, as a beauty pageant queen, I think that one of the things that we hear a lot is like, oh, there's nothing underneath that makeup. So I'm like, let me show you. I, I, I think I look great without makeup as well. But since it is production and it's in TV, they want you to have makeup on. I thought that was interesting. We haven't seen that in pageant industry before, and it was a fun section. But yeah, right. So I think they're gonna control it a little better next year, so we don't get anyone that gets ones or twos. It's very low.
But I mean, the ranking system is from 1 to 10. And I think, what do you think? Like, if it's just 5 to 10, it'll still feel equally bad if you get rated a 5, the lowest, if it's from 5 to 10.
I don't think so, because then it would be well, yeah, yes and no. I think
Yeah. How would you feel if you were rated a 5
I got a five. I think I got a five.
out of 10, from 5 to 10?
No, that was from 1 to 10. I got a five.
Did you feel the judges were fair to you?
I was, at the time, we were actually told we could keep our eyebrows and eyelashes. But when I got a lower point for the bare face challenge from like one judge, I thought, oh, it's probably because I didn't take off my makeup fully, and they might not have communicated that with them. And they said that that was the case. or they just didn't find me like pretty without makeup, which is fine. Not everyone can love how I look. And you just go into the competition knowing that. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. How about some of your outfits, your daily wear, your full-on gowns? What do you like? Did any of them stand out to you? What were you most proud of?
I really like the first, my arrival dress, because that was inspired by Myanmar culture and Thai culture, something that goes hand in hand, and celebrating our culture, the traditional dresses. I really like that. And it was one year that did the design, and he really listens to me. We have a great collaboration. And that was the first time I started to wear more soft colors, because I think during Miss Universe, I wore more darker, deeper, dark colors. So for this time, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for like lighter. And people really liked it. And I wanted to wear this Burmese jade necklace. And I love that. I also really like the popcorn dress that I wore for the interview, the one that looked like like a
Yeah, everyone
popcorn.
liked that. So many people
Yeah.
commented on it.
Yes. And that was so funny because I actually made that out as a joke. Because before the MGI, people were like, oh, it's going to be so dramatic. So I thought, okay, bring the drama then. And I thought popcorn, drama, popcorn. So I came out wearing a popcorn.
How was that interview? Because I think yours stood out from everyone else.
They didn't really ask me any questions to get to know me. When I got in there, they asked the first girls the question like, why should you become the next MGI Allstar? And for me, the first question, I was supposed to answer that question, but before I even started, they're like, can you just stand up so we can see your dress? And I said, yeah. They're like, okay. And then I talked about the dress, and then I was gonna sit down, and I was like, okay, now I need to answer the question. So I tried to answer the question, but in my head, I was still thinking about the dress. And then in the middle, I was telling about my education project I've done in Myanmar and what I've done a little, what I want to do. I didn't really get to express my personality that much. I hope that they like read the files that I sent them, because I sent them like 4 A4 papers about everything I've done and about me. And then before I even finished, they're like, oh, we heard you can sing. Can you sing? And I was like, oh my God. So I just pulled out a song and I'm like, let me not like mess up the lyrics. And I just sang the Killing Me Softly. And Omar, he was singing along with me. So I don't know why he gave me so low points. I thought we connected, man. Anyways,
So why should you have won MGI?
why I should have won MGI. Well, I do live in Asia, in Thailand, and the MGI is in Thailand. Not that that would help, but I think that then I would be able to be here a lot more and work with the brand itself and be for their events. I want to help out students in Myanmar and in Thailand. We have a lot of Myanmar people here in Thailand as well. There's just so much I want to do. And I think with the platform, it would help me do it a lot easier than it is without a platform. When I did Miss Universe, I was already doing these education projects on a smaller scale. Since I was little, my parents, they always helped donate for schools or for monk schools, actually. And when you have your own money, you can only do it on a such smaller scale. But if you do it with a bigger organization or companies that want to do it because you're face outwards, that they want to put on their brand, it's so much easier because you then get funds from other places and you can fund bigger project and do bigger changes. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to win MGI All Stars. I think it's a great location, great fit. It could have reached all the things I wanted to do.
Can't you do any of it without winning? I think a lot of people are supporting you now. You have a lot of Thai fans even.
Yeah. Well, I can still continue doing it, but I'll do it on the scale that I can reach. Obviously, I'll try my best to get as much out of this as possible. I think like I should do that. But with MGI, I think it would be, you have a whole team, you have a whole like the MGI team that's supporting you. So
Yeah.
then it would be like
Yeah.
more, yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Next time. Well, okay. How about did any of the girls stand out to you that you made friends with? How did that whole dynamic work with all the other contestants?
I do want to talk about my roommate, Minnie. She's a great person. And already like in the start, she was showing me a picture how people were making fun of her. And I told her, don't think about it. We're in this competition. We're here all with all the girls that are like supporting. But what I noticed a little bit, there were some mean girls. There were some mean girls, and there were some that did not like talk great. I know that Miss Singapore told off one of the girls. She was like, or Singapore was like, stop talking shit. And I thought that was so funny. I'm like, you know what? That's great, because I don't know. There was some mean girls, and I think that they might have been lacking some of their confidence. And
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot, like, like how it works in Hollywood, how it works in movie industry. You can latch on to people that already has a lot of followers that are famous for you to like latch on to there, and find it works sometimes. That's why people do it. But
Maybe you don't have to put other people down
yeah,
in the meantime,
I don't think so either. So I know that I do have some following on social media. So if I would interact with these other girls who are already like celebrities and famous, they would treat me like, okay, it's fine for me. But if I brought along girls that don't have so much recognition, that doesn't have support, that doesn't have a big following, I wouldn't get recognized by them. They would maybe turn back around, or they wouldn't want to take photos with me because I was like with them. And I don't think that's right. I think that that's kind of messed up. So I just stopped hanging around with those girls that did that. And I just hang around with people that was nice to me, that was nice to each other, that helped each other. I know the competition is very cutthroat, but when you have girls that had their hair is hanging out, or something looks wrong, their zip is not up, we still gotta help each other out. But there was a lot that didn't do that. And you see through people so easily in these competitions. You see who's real and who's not. So I think that Minnie was a great person. She got me food. She always got snacks for me. We helped each other out. She helped other people as well.
Who helped you out?
Who helped me out?
Yeah, let's talk about some of the cool girls that actually was supportive to each other.
Yeah, my roommate, I think Miss USA Suki, she was cool. The girls from China, almost actually like the entire crew of them, not everyone spoke English, but we were like, did videos, helped each other. I thought they were very nice. I also want to say thank you to Miss Czech Republic. She lended me her blue what do you call it? The cape, right? Because I had ordered a cape and it hadn't arrived in time. So when it was time for me to go out on the stage, she lent me hers, and she told me it's really heavy. Like, she couldn't wear it. That's why she needed to do another cape. She was wearing a blue cape as well, but she needed to redo her cape, and I got to wear the one she was not able to wear. So actually, for the sashing ceremony, I wore her cape, and it was really long and super heavy, but I still made it. That's why I was walking so fast, so it could be like flowing. But she was super nice with that too. Miss Singapore, I met her before the competition, and she stayed the same throughout the entire competition. She held the same face. She was very respectful and very sweet.
Awesome. Yeah, maybe let's do some of the questions that people have.
Okay, let me look through. So I have asked some questions on Instagram and TikTok. Let me see. Let's do this one. Even if you can't reply to every message or react to every comment, I hope that you can take at least once a month. You can take a moment and acknowledge and connect with your fans. Yes, of course. I really appreciate all of your comments, and I do read them all. Maybe not every message, because my inbox is overflowing. I haven't been able to go through all of them, but I do care about you all, and I read the comments. I see all of them, and I really appreciate you all. How did you transform your body? I was very aware of my diet this time. You know what? Actually, for Miss Universe, I was as skinny. I just didn't have as much muscles, but my weight is the same as Miss Universe. And my look was kind of actually similar to Miss Universe. I looked back to my photos, I'm almost identical. The only difference then was that I think the lighting on the stage and the bikini that I wore didn't really fit my body type. This time I wore a different type of bikini, and the light that hit me was different from MGI Allstars. But it was very much about my diet, what I ate, and I ate just clean food, no salt, no sugar, no fat, no oil. It was just straight up salad and boiled chicken. And what more? If you get a chance to compete in Miss World, will you request an age exception? That is interesting. Right now, I don't have a drop of will to go continue in the pageantry, but maybe in a month, maybe that would change something. I don't think they will change the age exception because they've been kind of strict with the age exception. Are you satisfied with the hard work in MJ All Stars? Love you. Thank you. Love you too. I'm very satisfied that I could bring back something because at MGI All Stars they only had 6 sashes. The winner, first runner up, second runner up, and then the 3 challenge winners. So I'm really happy I was actually able to bring back something to Myanmar, and that was a sash in the top 18. I'm very happy with that. Obviously I wanted to go higher, but sometimes you just gotta be content with what you're able to do. Where are you going for your next vacation? Have you had enough rest since after the competition? Oh my God, my feet are still hurting, and it's now 6 days after, and my feet are still swollen and still hurting. My back is still hurting a bit. I think I need another 1 week of just rest, and then I can get back on track and doing other things. For the next vacation, I don't know. I'm right now in Koh Si Chang, that is a few hours away from Bangkok, Thailand. And I'm resting here a little bit, even though I'm doing this podcast because I felt I need to do something and talk about the competition since everyone want to hear about it. The most funny moment in MGI All-Star. This was actually when we were on stage. I'm gonna pull out Miss Singapore again. She's so funny. We were told that we were gonna take off the makeup on stage. We're gonna get wet wipes placed on our seats, and we're gonna wipe it off just like you saw it on TV. And we had a girl that came up. She's like, wipe everything off. And she said it so like in a way where she was so shocked that we're actually gonna take off all our makeup. She's like, wipe everything off. And I see Miss Singapore sitting there. She's like laughing. She's like, yes, everything. You gotta take everything off. And she's like, can we do skincare? And Miss Singapore just dies. She just laughs straight out. And I look at her and I cannot keep it together. That was really funny. So I also started to laugh. Me and Singapore, we just keep looking at each other. We couldn't like stop laughing. Yeah, that was really... And also the production people, they were so funny. They're like, if you don't do this, we will chop you. Like, we'll hit you. And they said it in such a funny way. Not in a threatening way, but in a really funny way. So that was fun. What is your next goal? What do you want to do? And is Thailand included? Yes, Thailand is included. I love Thailand. There's so much I want to do. I want to continue with something with pageantry. I want to continue to do performing. I like to do my makeup. I like to give people, like, help people or mentor people. What that can be exactly is not set in stone. I'm still in my resting era right now after the competition. Let me see now. Let me go over on TikTok and see why is this fly following me? Excuse me. Let me see here. A lot of people are asking about how I created the body that I am. Again, it's just training and majority food. Yes, jag håller på att filma en podcast. Okay. 10 minuter, 15 minuter. It says, can you join the next pageant journey again? Oh my God, you guys, like, you don't understand how much effort and money it takes. It's just so much. I feel with pageantry, I can get so far. I get placements, but I have done so much already. I've done Miss Universe, now I've done MGI Allstar. And if I would invest that energy and money to something else, like a business or helping other people, I think that will get further than me continuing pageantry industry. I would just get placement or winner, but I feel I've already reached this level. I don't know how I can like get further than that.
Is there any Well, what kind of business? What's the next thing? Like, what would you want to invest your time and energy on besides pageantry?
I want to do fashion. I think everyone knows that too, since I'm so interested in clothing and fashion. I want to get back to it. I have my clothing brand, Saint Studio, since years back. And I am educated in fashion and specialize in leather design. So I want to get back to that because that's my specialty besides performing, talking with people. Yeah, it's like a humble little side gig that I really want to put more energy and effort in.
So, you have plans for that?
I'll start cooking my ideas after this trip. After I've rest out and breathe out and let my feet swell down, then I'm gonna start.
All right. Anything you can tease? Is there like what type of clothes or anything or?
No, I don't know right now. I don't know exactly. I just wanted to make pretty clothes that a lot of girls would like and would like to continue buying. I hope that they like the quality and the designs. Yeah, I think it will resonate with a lot pretty girls, hot girls. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, you talked a little bit about Myanmar, a little bit about Thailand. Like, is there any specifics you can talk about how you're going to spend your time in either places?
I think I will be spending equally as much in both places. I love being in both places, but I feel Myanmar is goes very slow. It's very slow paced. People are very chill, whilst Thailand is in Bangkok is more an up-paced city. I think I need both. I need both. So I will be working in both cities. I need both. How I will do that, I need to figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people want you to coach. Is that a way you can stay in pageantry?
I think so. I think people want me to coach, but I'm also very picky. I think I will be picky with the people I do coach. Since I have built up my name and reputation, I want to coach people that are like-minded like me, that are very driven within pageantry and that are willing to learn. It's not all about money. It's all about also how you represent your country, how you represent the people that are supporting you. So I will probably be doing that, not just catwalk, but I think more on the brain side, like the brain, how to act, how to behave, how to talk, how to think, because that has a lot of impact. It makes difference, right? It's not just about performance.
Well, I think that's it. Is there anything you want to let everyone know before you get back into?
Yeah, I just hope that people see like how much effort and time I put into this. I did that for Miss Universe and I did the second run now. Everyone wanted me to do and I wanted to. And yeah, it has taken so much. Like it's really hard to like describe it, but I'm happy that I did it. And I'm really happy that I got into the top and I'm satisfied with it. And I hope that people can still stay along with me to see where my next journey is and where it takes me. And maybe this could be an opening way for the next coming pageant queen, the next bigger pageant queen. I hope that I could be the one that can maybe create the biggest. We'll see.
All right. Well, I guess everyone should just follow you and we're done.
Thank you everyone for watching for my little yap session. If you guys want me to continue doing this, let me know. I have ideas of continue with podcasts, but maybe it's not going to be about MGI Allstar since we're kind of done with that right now. So let me know what you guys think and I hope I get to see you guys again. Lots of love. Bye-bye.